Hello guys, it's Azrael, and today we're going to do a rework video on the nurse in 7 ways that she can be changed. Before I get into the video, I just want to tell you that not all of these have to be done sequentially or all together. It's just listing out some ideas that she can be changed, and not all of them have to apply at once, or you can have multiple apply at once. It doesn't really matter. It's just listing out all the ideas I thought that could change her and make her more fun to play against in general. That was my entire goal for this video, is not to make her bad, but just more in line with other killers and more fun to go against in general. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Number 1. Making your blinks considered M2 or secondary hits. The reason why they should do this is it'll affect the effectiveness of different perks such as NOED and Starstruck. This will make her less oppressive, and with slowdown perks such as Sloppy Butcher, it makes her special effects. It makes it very hard to deal with her, especially because she can just teleport onto you with one-shot effects. Number 2. After downing a survivor, it should pause her blink recovery. This effect is so that the nurse blink will act like an Oni club hit, where he has to pause for a bit and then charge up again. This will prevent nurse from slugging and promote a more hook-based nurse, since having to pick up people, you cannot blink with this. I recommend this period though to be 3 to 5 seconds, and yeah. Number 3. When carrying a survivor, she should have 0 power and recovery when she's blinking. This is because DS allows someone to get away from tunneling to the most extreme point, like going after them again and again. But with nurse using this going against DS, it's an inconvenience at most, since she can just blink to that distance and then catch up immediately. Because she generates blinks while carrying and after the original hit of DS, it doesn't really do anything. Keep note that this also goes for other killers, but she is the most egregious when it comes to catching up to the survivor after DS. Number 4. Stunning the nurse makes her have to recover from fatigue. When a nurse gets hit by a pallet, it doesn't really do anything, since she can go on chasing right afterwards and have to blink through the pallet. Nurse having to fear getting hit during a pallet drop would act similar to how Wraith fears getting burned or getting hit by a pallet, which is like a 5-second stun. It is simply stupid that you can miss 2 blinks and a swing and a pallet and get pallet stunned and nothing really gets punished throughout it. After the stun, she should have to recover her blinks. In general, if you get stunned as a nurse with a pallet, it's simply because you played bad and not because it was unfair, since you can teleport through walls. And you can also just teleport past the pallet or wait for the drop. Number 5. Flashlights shining removes nurse blink charges gradually. Have you ever seen a nurse get burned, or even knew that this was an option? No, because the nurse is entirely in control of the situation at all times. It'd be cool to see some outplay when a nurse is going after a teammate that's injured far away, and you having to shine a flashlight at them, removing some of their charges for their blinks. By the way this would work is that when you're shining a flashlight at the nurse, she will gradually lose her charges the way she gains them, which is like the bar goes around, but she starts to lose them over time. So once you start shining the flashlight at her, you don't lose all your blinks immediately, you just lose the second blink at the start. But as soon as you stop shining it at her, she'll gain the bar back again. This will all be seen in the power icon indicator on the bottom left. Like how you see the Myers tier up, she will also be forced to try hit the person shining the flashlight, making some cool and interactive gameplay even on the strongest killer. This is probably one of my favorite ones I decided on making. It's just, I think this is a cool idea and promote more cool gameplay. Number 6. Giving nurse a lullaby. I believe that giving nurse a lullaby for 48 meters will make her more noticeable from range and track her better, since she's constantly moving. I sometimes find it irritating that I cannot tell where she is or how close she is on maps and blinks directly on me, because it goes from 0 to 100 when she's close to you sometimes. I also think it adds to the mood of the game, and the lullaby can be tied to breathing and how close she is. Tracking her movement is very finicky, since when she blinks to you, you can't tell where she is until she ends up there. And since she has range add-ons, it's going to be very immediately when she goes across the map. Speaking of add-ons, number 7. I think there should be a complete rework of add-ons on the nurse. And which will give her some new fun and interesting ways to play. She already has strong add-ons that make Pyramid Heads cry since the entity isn't as cool as DBD devs when it comes to add-ons. My favorite person that has cool add-ons is probably Michael Myers since he has such a variety of different playstyles, and I think it's just really cool how he plays in general, even though he's weak, which makes him fun. They either nerf her add-ons to be less menacing or give the problematic ones overhauls and turn them more into interesting ones like her triple blink iridescent add-on, which is strong but not overpowered. Overall, I made 7 different changes and not all of them have to apply, remember that? If you have anything else to say on this topic though, or have any other changes, please write them down in the comments and I'll probably respond. Anyways, goodbye and have a nice night.
Inside this place is warm, outside it starts to pour.